Hello, my name is Emma Boyd, and I'm a freshman at Greenville University, majoring in music education. Some hobbies that I have and interests are being part of the bands here on campus, helping my local church and community. I work in admissions on the campus. I love to organize, spend times with friends and family as well. For this job, I would like to be a part of the team, even maybe be a team leader. What skills and strengths do you bring to the team project? Probably the biggest one that most of my friends and family would say is organization. Last year, in my senior year of high school, I was the secretary of NHS. I took notes during the meeting, sent those out, took minutes, and then I sent out emails to everyone and organized papers and made sure that everyone on the committee was communicating and filling in those gaps where the president and vice president needed a little extra help. Last year, I was also the section leader in the band for the flutes, and I loved it. I loved being there for them. Telling them, hey, here's what you could do better, just giving them information about current events. I would also say that I have professionalism. I currently work in admissions at Greenville University, recruiting for the music program. I text people professionally, send them emails professionally, call them in a professional manner, and have learned to grow through that. Another skill I have is patience. Many people have many different personalities, and I've learned through the grace of God to give me patience and say that it'll all be okay. It's just for now. Just take it one day at a time. And I would also say that I'm very creative. I'm a music major, so creativity is what we do on the fly. What role do you typically play within a team? Do you take a collaborative approach? In different organizations and many things, I'm oftentimes a secretary. As I said, I was a secretary for NHS. I took notes, sent out emails, kept everyone going. This year, I am currently the secretary of the Music Education Association chapter that we have here on campus for Music Ed. I am the secretary. I'm currently kind of filling in for the vice president role a little bit too, filling in some of those gaps, helping the president where she needs it. I take notes, create lists. The biggest thing I'm doing right now is just making to-do lists and sending them out to people to make sure that everyone's on the same page, sending out weekly emails, just making sure we're all on the same page to achieve a good goal. What kind of leader am I? I would say that I adapt to where I need to be on a team. I mostly naturally organize and help facilitate what needs to happen and sometimes become a leader. What ways do I show positivity within your team or your work setting? One of the most important things that I have learned is that everyone has a different personality, and that is completely okay. For example, in many of the bands, we have a lot of the same people, and everyone has their own personality, which is great. But sometimes you have to learn to adapt to those, and that's what I love to do. I love to make everyone feel like they belong, that they're comfortable, and band is truly a way that you can find your people and become a family. And through that, you have to show patience, show that you care, show that you love, and show up for people. Sometimes this is a process, and that is okay. But by the grace, love, and kindness of God, we can achieve that. And make sure everyone feels welcome. Why do you want to be a part of this company? I grew up in a small town about 2 hours away from Greenville University, and small town businesses were the way to go. I love shopping at small businesses. I can see what it does through the community. Yes, you could go and buy the new and improved new gadget, or you could go to the quilt store and buy, the cutest little quilt and support people. A lot of times within small communities, you know the people who work there, and if not, you make a friend for a lifetime. I love seeing things start from nothing and turn into something beautiful. I mean, that's what God made us for. So at Simply Amish, I want to see something that we're going to start building furniture to add to the Greenville line of furniture, go into something amazing. And working as a team would really be amazing in order to achieve that. Why should you hire me? During this job, many challenges will arise. With a large project, you will need someone who is organized and able to keep the group on a timeline. I believe supporting local businesses and making a difference in the community matter. I also have a small community of coworkers in the admissions office, and I've learned each of them by name pretty well and what their interests are, and I can go to the office and be like, oh, hey, how was the movie last night? And just really get to know them and connect with them. And sometimes working in a smaller community is great, especially in companies, because you get to know the people, and through that you can make a positive space and make it the way that you want. What can I bring to the company? I will bring organizational skills, as being willing to help wherever I can. Throughout these roles that I've had through NHS and many other organizations and working through my church and school, even in small groups at school, I've learned how to just jump in where I need to and learn to adapt. I like to make spreadsheets, like to send out emails, make to-do lists, even put them on sticky notes to hand to people. I believe that I will be able to guide and organize my team to the project that will respectfully represent Simply Amish. What do I consider my weakness to be? So many times I do not like to say no to things. I like to help everyone that I can, and that has become one of my biggest weaknesses. I say yes to everybody I can, and sometimes it becomes overwhelming, but sometimes that's what you have to do. From a young age, I have always said, yeah, sure, I'll do it, and then look back and be like, oh my goodness, why did I say yes to that? I should have said no. I'm in the process of learning that, and through projects like this, I'm learning how to do that, especially my first semester as a freshman. I was like, oh yes, keep doing this, and at the end, I was almost burnt out. But through keeping organized and meeting people who help, it has become less of a weakness. What is my greatest professional achievement? Currently, I'd say my greatest professional achievement is working in the admissions office. I was challenged with this task to work to grow the music ed program and just the music department as a whole. The music ed department is new this year, and we'd like to grow it, and the band was a little smaller this year, and so we're trying to grow it. Through this job, I have been able to learn how to send text, emails, and make phone calls professionally. It has been a great process, and it has really been a blessing. I've loved getting to know these recruits and be a part of their lives and help them with whatever I can. Being there for them has been amazing this year. I've made so many connections. A lot of times I can just send them a quick text and be like, hey, how was your week? Or how was your band concert? And you can just tell over the phone or over the text messages of how much they really care about that. I make many connections here on campus with the admissions staff as well, and just being a part of that community, helping people has really just been a blessing. In the goal, I want music students to feel like they have a place, like they belong here, and that I will always be by their side. So that is one of my greatest achievements. As we come to the end of the interview, I do have one question. The question I have is, what are you looking for someone to be in this position? Is it motivation, organization, leadership, or something else? I just really want to make sure that when I take this position that it's exactly what you guys are looking for. And I do appreciate your time. Cannot wait to start working for Simply Amish and be a part of this small community where we can grow and become family and do it with the love and grace of God. Thank you for your time.